Hi, good afternoon guys, thanks for joining me. Hope everyone's well, hope everyone's having a nice week. A little bit of a different kind of video today. There's not too many trees in this area, just a few just behind me. But where we are today, I've actually come over to Snowdonia National Park. Like I said in the last video, I wanted to try and get down to Bala Lake. And just behind the camera there is Bala Lake. So what I thought we'd do in today's video, I've just brought down the new rucksack. This is the Cerveti. For those of you which may have watched the last video, I did mention I was buying a new rucksack. So it's this morning really, I've just put a bit of weight in it. I've just got all the things which I needed just for a bit of a day hike. So I've just hiked all the way over the hills there, just got a couple of shots of Bala Lake from over in the distance, hopefully they've come out. And daylight's going on now a little bit. What time are we? It's coming up to just before 2 o'clock, so I thought we'd just have a quick bite to eat. I've actually brought some meatballs and spaghetti out. I thought we'd have a quick cup of tea and just take a quick look at the pack. So the rucksack itself has been made over in Finland. It's been made by a company called Cerveti, and these tend to make a lot of the Finland, all the military rucksacks and that kind of stuff. So this one here is a 40 to 60 litre pack, and that was the thing which drew me to it most of all. I was looking for something for overnighters and something which I could use for a large day pack, and in my opinion this one here certainly fits the bill. And the way which they do it, you've got this expandable top which just rolls up just like so, and basically what you're doing is you're converting just that size there, which was the 40 litre, all the way up to the 60 litre, and in conjunction with that the lid can be lifted up, and there's loads of different adjustments on all these different straps as well. So the pack itself is one main compartment. It has got a dividing section just at the bottom, so for wet weather gear, perhaps your DOS bag, you know, things that you need to get to, that kind of thing. But this one, like I say, it's just one big compartment all the way through. I brought all the items out now so we can have a bit of lunch, also spare clothing, water and all that kind of stuff. So just before I actually start making a quick brew, I'd just like to apologise for any kind of road noise that you can hear. Here's one of the main roads which runs just on the other side of the lake there. I've just seen just a few kids just canoeing just across the lake, which I think is absolutely brilliant. It's good for them teachers now, just get the kids out on a snowy January day and get them canoeing across the lake. So I thought today we're just going to have a quick peppermint and nettle tea. Like I say, and I've got that MRE which we're going to cook up for lunch. What I'll probably do is probably just run through the main spec and everything of the pack, you know, another time. Like I say, we are losing a little bit of daylight, so I thought we'd just get a quick bit of scramette, and like I say, and a nice cup of tea. So they have forecast quite a bit of rain for this afternoon and a bit more snow. So again, when we've been around about 70 odd miles from home, like I say, I don't want to be too late and hanging around really. So like I was saying, the MRE which we're going to have today is this beef meatballs and spaghetti. I do like these MREs. I brought one of the 24-hour ration packs the other day. I've still got one of the breakfasts to have. So I'm just going to get a bit of water just out to the lake. Like I say, I've got the alcohol stove just to boil this up with, and when that's done then we can have a quick cup of tea. So just whilst we let this food warm up, I just thought to quickly just let you know what I think of the pack. And in my opinion, it's been very, very comfortable. One thing which I do like about it is the fabrics. It is a very durable fabric. I think it's 1000D Cordura, or I think they refer to it as Fox Dura. I think it's their own kind of fabric which is marketed or made very similar to Cordura. So a nice, tough, hard-wearing rucksack. Like I say, plenty of adjustments on it, plenty of molly webbing if that's the kind of thing that you like. I have actually brought a first aid kit out with me, which I'll just show you just how it attaches. And the first aid kit which I brought it out in a Maxpedition pack. And that's that one there. I think it was called a fat pack originally when I first purchased it. And it does hold all the items which I'm ever going to need, so all the things for the blowout kit, so things like the tourniquet, quick clot, things for burns and just things for everyday little kind of injuries, that kind of thing. But I've just put just a couple of straps on there, and it does fit, you know, very well, and it does come off quite quick. So if you do need the first aid kit in emergency, just a case of just popping them and you can actually pull it away from the rucksack. So again, you've got plenty of choices of where you can put it. So you could connect it just on the front of the rucksack like so, or me personally, I'd probably attach it just onto the side of the rucksack. And again, when it comes to these kind of things, Servetta do make all their own pouches and pockets. And one feature on the rucksack, you can actually take the waist strap off and you can wear that separately and connect your pouches and pockets to it and wear it as some kind of battle belt. So again, you know, this rucksack's full of features, and when I get more time, we'll run through it properly, and like I say, we'll run through all the spec and all that kind of thing. But like I say, very comfortable to wear, certainly not cheap. I think I paid around about £250 for it. Maybe I should have said that quicker than what I did. But again, hopefully it's going to be one of these rucksacks which is going to last me a lifetime. You know, certainly don't expect the build quality to fail on it. And Servetta themselves give you a 5-year guarantee with this one. And if you go for the extra large one, I think the guarantee is around about 10 years. So again, you know, you can't grumble at that really. So once you're just now coming to the boil, or the water's coming to the boil, just give that another minute or two. Certainly with the water coming out of the lake, I'm not going to be drinking that water, but again, I don't want any of the bacteria and parasites just on the packet itself, so we'll just make sure that that's fully sterilised just before we start eating the food. So just whilst I've got the first aid kit with me, I thought to just quickly just run through it and just show you the kind of things which you carry. Like I say, in the little pack which it's in is the Maxpedition. I think, like I say, I think it was called the Fat Pack. And just recently checking, I think they've changed the name now to the Blowout Pack, something like that. But again, made out of Cordura, so very hard wearing. One of the things which I do like about it is the zip will come all the way around. So again, this is one of them clamshell designs. And one of the things which I like about it is the fact that when you open it up, it actually just stays just in that position there. It isn't going to fold all the way open and you're going to lose all the items. And if you wanted to, you can actually adjust just that little cord there and open this little pack up all the way. So the items which I'm carrying in it, I've got all the items here for any kind of major bleeds and that kind of thing. So I'm just starting off with the tourniquet. I've also got the quick clot just on the other side, and some gloves just for other people, you know, perhaps it's me that's getting cut. And then I've also got things just to help with the bleeding, so things like medium-sized bandages. I've got gauzes, plasters, that kind of thing. Just on the other section there, I've just got a bottle of solution for any kind of eye injuries. Little set of tweezers there for getting any kind of splints out, that kind of thing. And also in here, I've got different kind of band-aids. And also an Israeli bandage there, just in case, like I say, there's any kind of major bleeds. And then also just in the back here, it's got loads of other little pockets just for storing things like larger dressings and that kind of thing. And then just on the opposite side, you've got a zippered compartment where I keep one of these little first responder gauzes. I keep my steady strips just in the back there, just keeps everything clean and everything together. And then I've also got just one of the little Life Venture mirrors, and again you can use that just to check that you're still good looking enough, but also you could use that as a little signal mirror, but primarily it's just to make sure, you know, if I've got things in my eye that I can actually see them and get them out. So like I say, an absolutely awesome pack. It's not overly full, but it's certainly got everything in which I'm going to need, just to hope that I never have to use it. And that's the meatballs and spaghetti nicely warmed up. And the cup of tea has also come to the boil, so that's perfect timing. And then for pudding, I brought a couple of things out. I've got the blueberry turnover. I actually think these are out of the American MREs as well. Yeah, made in the USA. I actually picked that up on a UK ration pack. And I've also got the cookies and cream. I do like that. So this lake where we are at the moment, it's the largest natural lake in Wales. It's around about 3 miles long. I think if you do the full circumference as a walk, it's around about 9 miles, something like that. And the beauty about this time of year, there's very, very few people here. You know, if you came July, August time, you know, this place would be absolutely rammed. There'd be dogs everywhere jumping in the water, you know, and there'd be people walking past left, right and centre. But the beauty of it is, it's so easy to get to, plus also there's a massive big woodland over in that direction. I can see a woodland just across the other side, and there's a huge one just behind me. So again, if you do want to come and do a little bit of wild camping, there's plenty of options out there. Plus also, you've got the lake for the fishing. And this lake itself, I actually used to do a lot of pike fishing up here years and years ago. It's around about 20 years since I last come. And there's some not bad pike in here. Yeah, it's fair to say, even though how busy it would be in the summertime, this place is always worth another visit. In my opinion, Wales is an absolutely stunning country. I do love my water, and I do love the woods. There's certainly plenty of all that around here. So like I say, in the woodland across the other side there, the one at the back of the camera, there's a huge one just further down the valley. So even though we'll be busy on this, you know, little stretch here, I'm sure we can get out of the way and find somewhere to come camping. That was one of the reasons for coming up today, just to check out the rucksack, just check that it works okay and finding it comfortable, and also just to look at a few new locations. But again, you know, in my opinion, absolutely stunning. And this is probably one of the reasons why you're better off boiling your water. I didn't realise that this sheep was here. probably around about 300 yards from where I've just been cooking that food. So just making sure that that water was boiled. You know, you better being safe than sorry. These kind of things dying next to the lake, falling in the ditches, that kind of thing. You know, I'm sure there's hundreds of these dead sheep knocking around in this area. Like I say, just boiling your water, just making sure that you're not sick. So yeah, love you guys, just a real quick video. I'm not sure how much I've actually recorded. I just did bits and pieces as I was walking around, and obviously just whilst I was having my lunch down on the shore there. Like I said, I will mention a bit more about this rucksack in future videos. It's just that we are losing a bit of light and I have got the drive back home. But if you've never been to Snowdonia National Park before, absolutely stunning area. If you like your walking, your fishing, your climbing, wherever it may be, you know, you've got all that round here, plus the location is absolutely beautiful. So like always guys, you just leave and say thanks a lot for stopping by and watching the video. Like always, until next time, you take care and I'll see you again.